Alright, we're gonna discuss eating habits. Our people's got really bad eating habits. And the thing about it is that it affects our biochemistry of our bodies. This is because we was trained to eat 3 meals a day, and psychologically we follow it without actually being hungry or assessing our own bodies to see what's going on with us first. As soon as we wake up, our first thought is breakfast. About 12, 1 o'clock, you get lunch break, you're going to go eat again, lunch break. Or, lunchtime, whichever way you're going to go eat. Then you get off work. After all that labor and listening to somebody order you around, the first thing you want to do is go eat again, make yourself feel better. I doubt if you was even hungry, but that's how we work. The thing to this is that we have to learn how to take ourselves to the next level, because in it, what happens is that we poison our body. The way the body works is that the body, it digests foods. So if it's taking all the time to just digest, it's not actually processing the foods to heal you. So what we do is, when we wake up, we go eat breakfast. Breakfast triggers what's called a chain reaction in your body, meaning that over the next 3 hours, when the breakfast start breaking down, you're going to interpret it as hunger and weakness and irritation. Now you want to eat again. That's usually when it's lunchtime. And so now you fix that problem. Again, the belly is full, it's bloated, it's sticking up, you feel full, you're heavy. Now you start dying out by the time dinner time or supper time is coming around. So now it start digesting again. You get the burning now, the gases is going off. You interpret it as you're hungry again. So what you go do, you go eat dinner now, a big dinner. Belly is full, bloated again, stuffed. A lot of people now, they know they're big and overdone, so they run to the gym and try to spread it out all over their body, looking big and bulky, because the food got all these chemicals in it and pump up to make it kind of big so that you could be big. They're not making you big, they're trying to pump up the meat. They got aractifine and all that is really steroids. And so when you eat these products, you get big too, because you're eating the steroids. So what wind up happening now, you're not just bloated up from there, but you're filling yourself up with chemicals that's giving you bigger titties, bigger hips, and big asses. And you don't realize it. You think that's normal. It's the evolution in women, but it's not. It's just a lot of steroids in the food you're eating. And this steroid is not just affecting the way your body looks, it's going to affect your biochemistry. This is going to produce your sicknesses, your diseases, everything that you got, from your bad circulation to diabetes, high blood pressure, problems that can lead to heart attack and eventually your death. And so you got to realize that you the executioner that is killing yourself by not allowing your body time to digest the food. You see, when you eat one meal, you got to give yourself at least 8 to 9 hours just so that one meal could digest, and then your body stop digesting and start breaking down the minerals and sending them to the places they got to go in the magnetics department. So once all of that is done, then your body is fresh and ready to eat. And I would suggest that instead of you now eating a food that has to be breaking down and digested, eat something that's just pure, so it goes directly to the source of what you're trying to do. So you would drink some cinnamon tea or ginger. These things don't have to be broken down. Even the food you eat, if you eat natural food, your cabbages, your tomatoes, anything that's alkaline based, green, these foods don't really have to break down. They just go right to where you have to go. If you can keep your system like that, you're going to trim down and you're going to become lean, because the body is based on either it's too acidic or it's alkaline. If you put a lot of acidic food in your body, that's how you're going to look. Chubby, having an acidic base. The way you do it is monitor your meals. If you're having rice and chicken with some vegetables, that's a very high acidic meal. You could have yourself some bok choy or spinach, mix it up with some green beans, mix it up with some lettuce and some cucumbers, and I don't know, something alkaline like some type of mackerel, salmon or something, and you good. Something simple. It ain't bad to have meat in there. I just threw the meat in there because I don't even really care about eating, much less the meat. I just eat because I know I have to eat, but you have to be into other things to counter your thoughts of food. Just like when you cook the food, a lot of us now, I see us that we eating the right foods, but what we do wrong is that we put these seasonings on it that got all this chemicals on it, Mrs. Dash, whatever these name brands is, Slap Your Mama and all that. These got chemicals in it, so you do good, but then you fuck it up by doing bad by putting the chemicals on it. So you gotta learn just to use sea salt if you need something to season it, or use the straight up cilantros and the scallions and the tomatoes and the green peppers. Make your own seasoning from natural stuff. If you're trying to be healthy, it's not the food that's killing you. It's the chemicals in the food. That's what's killing us. That's what our bodies don't agree with. You got to realize, some people could take all of that and live out a good, healthy life. Black people, it don't work. It's very detrimental. We're chemical-based people. Just like some people can't wear other than gold on their necks or their skin. Even touching metal will just break them out in rash. With different type of people. So you got to understand yourself. So I would suggest you don't eat until after 12, 11. Allow your body to fast and eat itself, because you got more acidicness on you. When your body start eating itself, you contort to the figure of your frequency of your BMI. Your BMI have a resonating frequency. You could be resonating in your bigness, but it's not coming out of your body. So you can't resonate to frequencies to connect you to higher beings or higher forces or make you have powers to do impossible things. These things is acquired by you taking care of your body, so the body could resonate to any frequency. The heart, you don't have heart problems. Your heart could resonate at any frequency. It could go fast, slow, stop, or go 1,000 beats per minute, and you're fine all in it. I'm going to tell you a secret, because I know all of this, and I'm not just speaking it, because I'm supposed to have, as of this moment, what's called hypothyroid. I know everybody know what hypothyroid is. And the doctors declared me with that, and they took away my thyroid glands or whatever the case with that radioactive iodine treatment. It didn't work. It was wasting my money, and it probably gave me some radioactive shit for a quick minute or whatever the case may be. And I went from that worse to hyperthyroid. And now I'm getting sick from the hyperthyroid, because now I'm getting skinny, then I get back. So now they say I got this disease called Hashimoto disease. They putting me on pills. So I'm big now, 230 pounds, working out big, whatever, So I'm living like this, having all types of heart problems, every problem. Put it like that. Try to give you all types of pills. And I realized that I had to change the way I was eating. And once I changed the way I was eating and just started taking herbs, I said, fuck the hospital, fuck the doctors. I stopped going. I threw away all the medicine, all the pills. And really, I'm supposed to be a big fat guy. I'm not nothing fat about me. I don't even do hardly much. I'm a regular person. I don't even exercise, but my body is right. And this is because I changed my eating habit and I changed the way I think. You understand? And this included only eat if I'm hungry. If I'm not hungry or even thinking about food, I don't worry about those things. And that saved my life. That keep them doctors off of me and the pills off of me. Now, when I started seeing higher beings and spirits and all this stuff, and I'm telling everybody, my family thought it was the hyperthyroid and told me that I was delusional and I'm seeing things to go get my blood test. So I go get the blood test to please them, because I knew that's what it was. And guess what? All my symptoms is normal. All my blood stats is regular. Everything came back normal. So not only I don't have no hyperthyroid, no hypothyroid, no Hashimoto disease, I'm perfectly normal. But everything that they telling me that I might be delusional and seeing, it wasn't. I know what I'm doing, and I know what I see, and I know what I could do. So just to make understanding of you can't listen to other people. much less doctors. You have to believe in yourself and test yourself, experiment with yourself, find out what works for you. Everything I'm saying might not work for you, but the trick to it is to try. Don't depend on a person who don't know you, and you the one who gave yourself these bad and diagnosed yourself with these bad foods, but gonna go run to them to ask them what's wrong with you. They don't know you from a hole in the wall to tell you what's wrong with you. You're playing a dangerous game with yourself. Understand that. You gotta not be ignorant to what food is, how to eat, and how to live. That's the first rule of living. You understand? So you're gonna find out, trust nobody but yourself. Cook your own food, buy your own food, and you will live to be 140, 100 and change. Fast. Allow your body to eat on the nutrients up and be ready to serve you. Don't always keep it in a digestive state where it's breaking down food. Even when you're sleeping, it's breaking down food. As soon as you wake up, you're putting back food in it. That's an unconscious dead person that don't realize that they're killing themselves. And you go to the doctor, they heal you. All they do is give you IV. They don't give you no steak and shrimps and all that stuff. They give you salt and water. That's the key to life. It's the #1 solution, so stick to the basics. You understand? But I just want y'all to know as black peoples how to eat to live and stop trying to live to eat. And once you get the idea of it by taking it one step at a time, meat. If you're gonna eat meat, chicken, whatever it is, give yourself 8 hours, 9 hours before you eat another consumption of meat. Let it digest and leave your system first. You know, rice and all that, the same thing. You can't eat them back to back without letting it break down. And so if you understand that, you probably could cut down to maybe one big meal a day, and in the evening a small meal consisting of maybe some basic vegetables, and in the nighttime a few fruits to keep the system going good. That's all you need. In the morning, your teas, your aromatherapy. If you don't work or whatever, do your workout, exercise. Put in some work, discipline yourself. It's a battle out here, you understand? You don't have to be big, you don't have to be strong. Your willpower and your heart is everything. That's where the power is. And you will know when you have this power, when you pushed against the wall, you're going to see the man inside of you or the woman inside of you, what you really made of. You don't have to prove nobody nothing. You don't have to look no certain way. Because looks is deceiving, you understand? You never trust the person by their looks. You never trust the person by their words. You only do what look in their eyes and what's in their heart. Because anybody can do the same thing you could do. Remember that. Anybody could do the same thing you could do. So that means you could do anything. And anybody's capable of doing anything. Don't underestimate nobody. University of Conscious Science. One love, family.